In last night's presidential debate, Mitt Romney had a statement that immediately turned into an internet meme. I have to be honest with you, I actually didn't think that it was that amazing to begin with. It was the women full of, or binders full of women. But it turns out it winds up being a great story because he was lying about it. So let's watch the video.
We took a concerted effort to go out and find women who had backgrounds that could be qualified to become members of our cabinet. I went to a number of women's groups and said, can you help us find folks? And they brought us whole binders full of women. I was proud of the fact that after I staffed my cabinet and my senior staff, that the University of New York in Albany did a survey of all 50 states and concluded that mine had more women in senior leadership positions than any other state in America.
So, two parts of that lie. First of all, he's like, damn it, where are the women? I demand binders full of women. Turns out, not true. Before the election, there was a group called MassGAP. It was a coalition of dozens of different groups who wanted to pressure the government, whether it was a Republican or a Democrat who won, to hire more women in senior level positions in the Massachusetts government. After Romney won, then they go to Romney and say, you gotta have more women in your government. And Romney's like, oh, damn it. They came with a binder full of women. Now, to be fair to Romney, he does hire a lot of women. We'll get to the numbers in a second. It doesn't stay that way. But first, let's go to Carol Hardy-Fanta, who was former co-chair of MassGAP. She says, it was an initiative of women's organizations not to force Romney's hand, but to make it be something he had to follow through on. And she follows up by saying, he didn't go out looking for these binders. I love that. Basically saying, we gave him the binders, said, hire these people. And, you know, it's amazing. He worked for 25 years at Bain Capital. You couldn't find any women that were qualified? I mean, look at the story he's telling. Him and his male cohorts get together. They're like, all right, okay, we got all males. Oh, look at that. Golly gee, we couldn't find a single qualified woman. You worked for 25 years? Do you know how many qualified women I know who are executive producers of television shows? You know why? Because I work in television. So I would have female executive producers who are great. So like that never happened to you in 25 years at Bain Capital? MassGAP had to come in with these binders and you go, oh, no, damn, here we go. I guess, all right, let's hire some of these people. It'll look good. And then, you know it's true, MassGAP's recollection of how this went down, because Amanda Hennenberg, Romney campaign spokesperson, says, the incoming Romney administration worked with MassGAP to find the best qualified women for top positions in Massachusetts government. In other words, we didn't ask for the binders, they gave us the binders. Awesome. Now, how about the numbers? Well, look, when I'm sorry, that was a funny Freudian slip. When Governor Romney came into office in 2002, 30% of the senior level positions were held by women in Massachusetts. Well, he actually brought that up in the years 2002 to 2004, up to 42%, for which he should get credit. So there's some good solid appointments from that binder full of women, apparently. And then when people weren't looking anymore in 2004 to 2006, it went back down to 25%. So when he left office, he actually left with less women in senior level positions than when he came in. I mean, that is classic Romney. I'll tell you what, I demanded women, except they were forced onto me. And I had so many more women than when I had less women? Okay.